What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel where you subscribe for daily updates on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. What is my next target? There's two areas I'm looking at. We could possibly see 11.9, or the other scenario is 10,600. We're going to take a look at that. I'm going to show you what I'm seeing in the charts. You leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. And don't forget, we have a free Discord group in the description below the video. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. It is a great community, and let's get into it. All right, guys, as always, this is not financial advice, trading advice, nor is it investment advice. Always do your own due diligence and your own research before investing or trading in any markets. I want to remind you, we are doing a Ledger Nano S giveaway. We'll be doing that on Sunday. All you have to do to enter to win is make sure you're subscribed to the channel, tick the notification bell, scroll down, hit that thumbs up, and leave your comment down below. I'll be picking a random comment from a random video throughout the week. We do that on Sundays. Taking a look at the Fear and Greed Index, we are currently at 56. We raised 4 points from yesterday from the neutral zone back into the greed zone. And I want to explain something real quick. This is lower highs going off the wicks in the macro. That makes me say this is still a bearish we're still in a bear market as of right now. And people were asking, how can I get higher highs here and lower highs here? Well, if we go off the bodies, which that's what the RSI follows, if the price comes up to the top of this wick, when it comes down to close, that's where the RSI is, not up here at the wick. So we have higher highs in the price action, lower highs in the RSI on the monthly. That is bearish divergence. Let's take a look at the weekly. Price rising, volume declining. We are gonna see a huge move here soon, within the next, it's just gonna be soon. It should be within the next couple weeks at the latest. We'll see. Bullish case, as you guys know, the thick white trend lines, the symmetrical triangle, 27,000 to 28,000. Then looking at the yellow lines here, rising or falling broadening wedge, measured move of that, 16,000. That is the bullish case. I am not bullish here. I am still bearish here. Nothing has changed. I have not changed my opinion one bit. Charts still suggesting downside to me. Yeah, let's take a look at right here, this trend line here. If we break back below this, and if we did it this week, it's around 10,900. A break back below there, and especially a weekly close under there, is going to get ugly. As of right now, we are above this still, but let me show you what else is making me bearish here. First of all, we talked about this. This is the weekly RSI. The bullish case is we come back up and retest this trend line before coming down, but I do believe we are going to most likely come down here first. We'll keep a close eye on it. This here is going to be a life-changing opportunity if it does come back down to here, to buy or long if you're trading. So that is definitely what I'm watching. Let's take a look at this here. This is starting to look a lot like a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder forming here. Keeping an eye on this. We said that yesterday. I'm going to keep showing you guys this. This weekly trend line here, if that breaks, it's going to get ugly really fast. Same thing. I got something new I want to show you here too. We took a look at this yesterday on the daily. In the RSI, these two peaks here, higher highs. If we look up here, it's lower highs. That is bearish divergence. And I had said a close above the 10,925 on a daily would erase that divergence. It still could happen, still possible. Like I said, I'll show you why I still think 11.9 could be a possibility here if we don't go straight down from here. And if we look at this as a rising broadening wedge, possibly could go as high as 12,125. Unless we break this 12,500, there's no reason for me to be bearish. And I'm getting all kinds of comments. I sold my Bitcoin right all in this area is where I started selling. I do not regret that one bit. And like I said, if it does break this, I will buy back in on the dips. Not a big deal. If like everyone thinks it's going to 50, 100,000, whatever, it doesn't matter if you buy up here. But I am waiting for lower price opportunities. Let's take a measured move of this rising broadening wedge. If we were to break down from here, and right now that trend line lies around 10,500 ish. And the measured move of that is between the $8,800 and $9,000 range. One more thing I want to look at is this could possibly be what we're seeing form here. And again, this is not confirmed at all, but this is something to watch for. We could be seeing something like this. A, B, C, D, E. Usually will break up on a bullish pattern after E, but in a bearish pattern, which this is a descending triangle, if it was to happen. Again, this is pure speculation, but I am going to show you a target. If we did do that and broke down over here, it'd be around 7,100 bucks, or yeah, 7,100, which is one of our targets or close to it. And we'll take a look at that right now. First off, look at this as a rising broadening wedge where we broke down from right here. That gives us a target around the 3,800. Mind you, there is a CME futures gap down there. Doesn't mean we have to go here. The gaps don't have to close, but the past shows us that they do most likely close. So be aware that we could see another black swan. Right now, the bottom of this trend line here, if we look at this as a rising broadening wedge, that measured move is around 6,600, depending on where and if it breaks this bottom trend line. As of right now, within the next couple days, it would be around 10,200. That is what I'm looking at right there. Also, we talked about this plenty of times, this rising wedge that we broke down out of. Looks like we did have a bull trap possibly yesterday, and continuing down from here. Again, we have the hidden bearish divergence between, hidden bearish divergence from here to here. We're getting lower highs, higher highs here. So yeah, I'm still bearish there. And Prime XBT, if you are interested in trading, definitely check it out. I will leave a tutorial up top. You can use my promo code Savy50. We'll get you 50% on top of whatever you deposit up to 1 Bitcoin to use towards your margin. Savy25 will get you 25% off of your fees. Now, I am currently in 2 more shorts right now, and I have my take profits around 10,700. Although I may take profits right around this range here, around between 11 and 11.2. Of course, you guys know there's a CME futures gap there, and I think we'll probably get a bounce. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do at that point. But I do have this rising channel in here that we broke down. That's why I entered my shorts. I do also, if I get stopped out in here, I do also have some higher ones just in case we do get to that 11.9. I have some orders in on the way up there if I was to get stopped out here. But again, if you want to try trading, this is a great exchange to do it. They don't trade against you. You can trade gold, oil, Forex, crypto, S&P, Dow, everything all on one exchange. So you ain't got to flop around on different exchanges. But definitely check it out if you haven't already. And this is what's making me think we could still possibly see 10 or 11,900, and that's the 0.786. Let me put this out so you can see it. That is the 0.786 fib. We did break above the golden pocket zone, but we were not able to close a daily above it. So yeah, so we could be, unless we get back above this 11,470, right in that range. If we do break back above that, then we have our 0.65 fib at 10,000 or 11,560. If we break above that, we're most likely gonna head up and see that 11.9. As of right now, it doesn't look very promising to go up to that level. This could have been the top here, and I hope, you know, if it is the top, I hope you didn't FOMO here. I know there was a lot of hype that, you know, we were going to 12,000 and gonna break 12,000 and go to the moon. Didn't happen. Let's look at my wife's webpage, anchorimage.com. Definitely check this out if you haven't already. She's got a lot of cool crypto stuff on there. It's quality stuff too, not iron on garbage, guys. So if you are interested, she could put anything you want on any of this stuff, family pictures, other projects, whatever you like. Just hit her up into contact, and that's a great way to support the channel. Now let's look at the 4 hour. So looking at the 4 hour as a rising wedge that we did break down from here, could we come up and retest the bottom for support? It's a possibility at 12.5. That would be a double top, but again, I'm still looking at the highest. If we do go up, will be around 11.9 in my opinion. The measured move off this is 6,000. These targets over here are the Fibonacci retracements, the first one being the 0.236 at 10,445. If we break that, next stop is 9,200, 9180, right in that range. That is the 0.382 fib. Then we have the 0.5 at 8165. Then we have the golden pocket zone that we were talking about, 6850 to 7150. That would be a good area for a bounce. That could be the bottom if we do hit that. If that breaks though, then we have our $6,000 range. Then we have our 0.786 at 5675. And of course, our CME gap all the way down to the 3570 range. One more thing I want to look at on this chart before we go into the smaller time frames is if we have topped out here. If we take the, and I'll show you how I get this. Well, if we take the Fibonacci extension and we go from the swing high, which is up here, down to the swing low, looking at this as an A, B, and then back up to the swing high. If we've topped out right here, the measure or the C wave would be down to right about the 9,050 level. And I'm going to go ahead and put this there. Whoops, let me get that on there. So right around the 9,050 level. And if we do get up to that 11,900, and that would be B, and then coming down for C, then that would give us the 9182 range, which is also the 0.382 fib, which makes a lot of sense, pretty confluent. So it is a possibility we do come up and hit this 11.9, so be aware of that. But definitely look for a rejection in this area if it does go up there. Now let's take a look at the RSI. RSI looks like we are in a rising wedge here. Could we get another test here and then come back up? So could we go all the way down to that 10.6? And if we take a look at this triangle also, sorry I'm kind of all over, but I don't want to leave anything out. We had a measured move of the breakout of this triangle here up to 11.9, which also matches up with everything else up here. But if we were to come back down here to that 10,600 level before coming back up to the 11.9, that is a possibility. So be aware of that. If we do get down to the 10.6, we could still go all the way down there and come back up to the 11.9, suck in some more bulls into another trap. And if you guys pay attention, all we've made is lower lows here. Even if we hit the 11.9, that's still a lower low. This is an impulse wave. This is an impulse wave. These are corrections. I do believe we are just in a correction. And for people that think, you know, until we break this 12.5, guys, we are currently in a downtrend right now. A downtrend. I can't stress it enough. All right, let's take a look at this 1 hour. So we have a measured move off the 1 hour all the way down to the 9,700 range, which is just measuring this rising channel where we fell out of it right here. And then we are in this rising channel, as you can see in yellow. It does look like we had a bull trap. We did peek out of that yesterday. I had the target here at 11,696. We got up to 11,732. We do have major support down here at 11.1, so that area will be tough to break if it happens. One more thing I want to look at is in the white. We have a rising channel here, which we have broke down, and like I said, that's why I entered my shorts. And the measured move down there is actually around 10,006, between 10,600 and 10,700. But of course, we had to break this first. We could come all the way down to the 11.1, back up, retest the bottom of this around the 11.5 range, and continue down. So be careful, be aware of that if you are trading it. But right now, if we look at the 1 hour EMAs, they are turning bearish as our 8 EMA is crossing our 55 here. 13 would be next, then 21. We'll see what happens, but it doesn't look good for Bitcoin, guys. We also have the gap at 11.2. Don't forget about that. And looking at the dollar index, remember we had this support line here we broke through. Bitcoin got a little pump up. We were back above it. And I do still believe that the dollar index is going to come up into this range and Bitcoin will drop that whole time. Once we get up into this range, we could possibly look for Bitcoin to ride back up. But we'll keep an eye on it. And looking at Litecoin, nothing has changed here. Unless we break this 52.56, it's bearish. My target's 38.62, first target, and then after that, 31.25. If you look here on the RSI, it has broken bearish, as you can see here. So most likely, it may come back up, retest this, and continue down. But everything is looking bearish. Again, guys, 10,400, or I'm sorry, 400 for Ethereum at the highest. My first target's 246 and then 200 after that. That's about it, guys. Be careful out there. Don't forget to leave your comments, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel by clicking on CryptoSavvy if you haven't, or the logo above my head if you haven't already. Thanks a lot for stopping by, guys. Good luck out there. Be careful. Make sure you check out the Discord if you haven't, and I will see you tomorrow.